Hey guys, it's Betta Fishy Love, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to take care of your betta fish. And this was a very highly requested video, so I decided why not make it for my subscribers. And also, a lot of people mistreat bettas very easily, so I just wanted to show you guys the basic and proper way how to take care of your betta. Also, before I get started with the video, here's my betta Sparkles. She's in a heated 2.5 gallon tank, and she's an elephant ear dragon scale, and she's 3 years old, and I've had her for 2 years. So she's very happy, healthy, and energetic. So I'm just going to be starting off with where bettas originate from. Bettas originate from Thailand. They come from rice paddies that stretch to miles and miles, and they are a couple feet deep. Many people spread rumors that bettas live in little tiny puddles that are only an inch deep. Well, that is not true, because if bettas were to live in those puddles, they would certainly die and have a very short lifespan. Also, bettas come in various different colors, sizes, and tail types. So let's just start off with tank size. The most minimum you should ever go for any betta is a 2.5 gallon. That is the most smallest, and even if you have a baby betta, they still have to be in that minimum tank size, just because the fact that bettas need space to swim and hide and just like explore, you know. If you go beyond that, that's great. If you go any lower than that, like a gallon, I would only recommend that as a quarantine tank. And the reason why you like to use that as a quarantine tank, if you're using medication and you're doing daily water changes, it's better to use a smaller tank so you can easily handle the betta. Like I said, the most minimum is a 2.5 gallon, and of course you can go beyond that. While we're still on the topic of tanks, a good tank setup that I would say for a betta is many hiding spaces and just some room for them to swim in. So what I have in Sparkle's tank, I'm going to give you a quick tank tour. I have a heater, a thermometer, a betta leaf hammock, which bettas like to rest on, 2 plants, and a marble moss ball, and just some gravel. So I highly recommend silk plants. Now this one is silk, but this one is plastic, because first of all, they are very soft, and second of all, bettas can get ripped fins from harsh plants, and silk plants are very nice. They're a type of fabric that won't rip any of your fish's fins. So I would definitely recommend silk plants, and you can get them at Petco. I know that a lot of people get theirs from Petco, and I do too. And also, if you're going to want to get some plastic plants, make sure that they pass the nylon test, because if they don't, they're too hard and too harsh for your betta's fins. And also, since this one is plastic, it's a soft plastic, and it doesn't have any sharp edges on it, so it's safe for bettas. You can also get live plants too. I just don't, because I don't have good lights for my fish tanks, and also I feel like they would die out on me. But if you want to get a live plant and you want a really easy and simple one, I would recommend a marble moss ball. Now for the tank mates. Now, bettas are aggressive fish. They're called Siamese fighting fish for a reason, and you know, you don't want to place 2 bettas in a tank, because they can go after each other, especially males. I mean, females can be kept in female sororities, but you still have to be careful with them. And every betta has a different personality. So if you ever wanted to put bettas in a community tank, for example, make sure to acclimate your bettas. So if it like tries to bite them through the glass or whatever you're acclimating them with, you might want to keep a closer eye on them. And if they ever nip your other fish's fins, you might have to separate them. But all you need to do is really keep a close eye on them. My betta Moonlight, he's my double-tailed male betta, and he lives in my 10-gallon community tank with a bunch of guppies and cory cats. And he's a very nice betta. Like I said, bettas have personalities, and he has a nice one. Now moving on to foods for bettas. Now, foods you might think is the easiest thing to pick out for a betta, but many betta owners don't know the food ingredients that are in the foods, and you want to be careful with betta foods, because if you pick a good one, then that can just lead into a very healthy lifestyle for your betta, and it can be very nutritious and have a lot of protein in it. And since bettas are carnivores, you're going to want to feed them food with meats in them and a lot of proteins. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple examples of foods that I have for my bettas, and they are good. So here's just some of the foods that I feed my bettas. There's not much, but I threw out all the other bad ones that I had. And a quick rule of thumb is that always, when you're shopping for beta food, always read all the ingredients, and if any of the ingredients contain whole fish meal or fish meal in it, don't buy it, because all what fish meal is just fish eyeballs and fish bones grinded it up into a little pellet, and that's not very healthy for a beta, and betas won't really enjoy that either. So you want to get something very good and nutritious. So starting off with some treats for your betas, this is just some frozen bloodworms, a favorite for freshwater fish, and this is by San Francisco's Bay brand Sally's. My betas absolutely love this little pack of bloodworms. It's their favorite treat in the world, and I feed them this once a week. You might not want to feed this more than once a week because betas can get very bloated from this, and also it can cause swim bladder disease. This just comes in a 30 count cube pack, and this lasts me forever. It'll last you more than a year guaranteed, so it's worth the price actually. On the back it just says what fish can eat it, and I have guppies too, and my guppies love this. So yeah, all fish will love this, I can guarantee you guys. So like I said, this is a treat, not a staple diet. So the next food product that I'd recommend is some Tetra Betamin Tropical Medley Flakes. Now a lot of people actually have this, and this is with some color enhancers, so it makes your colors in your beta's fins pop more in color, and this also has some brine shrimp in it, which is also a treat. But the ingredients aren't so hot. There's fish meal as its first ingredient, which is not, like I said, it was not good. So I would actually go for a better flake food. Now this one was just locally near me, so I just bought it. But the percent protein is good on this. It says, if you can't see it, it says 48% protein, and betas are carnivores, like I said, so they need a lot of protein in their diet. And if you have anything that's 40% or above that, then this is a good food with this flake food. My betas are picky, at least one of them are, and they hate pellets, so they'd recommend flakes better. But if you're looking for a good flake food, I'd recommend any of the omega 1s. But this is just the omega 1 beta buffet pellets, and in the little yellow boxing it says made with fresh seafood. Now this is probably one of the most best foods you can ever find for your betas, and these are just pellets. These are what they look like, but my betas absolutely adore these. And let's just take a quick look at the ingredients. But for the protein, it says 42%, which isn't that bad, but the flake foods was a little bit higher. And then for the first 3 ingredients for this food is whole salmon, halibut, and shrimp. Now those 3 ingredients are either fish or shrimp, and betas love all those. Now moving on to the tank temperatures for your betas and filters. So a lot of people ask me in the comments, hey, do I need a filter? Hey, do I need a heater? And I'm just going to answer those both for you. Now, starting off with heaters, betas are tropical fish. They live in warm water, and warm water actually makes betas very active, and they also help out with the digestive system of their stomachs. It really does help out, trust me. And also, since betas are tropical fish, they need warm water, so of course you're going to have a heater. Now, a heater is a you have to have it like thing. And this one's just by Great Choice, and it's for 2.5 to 5 gallon tanks. Now I have the exact same heater in my 5.5 gallon tank right here, and it does its job. And of course, if you get a heater, you'll need a thermometer, and mine is just by Great Choice also, and it's in the green area. And betas need their water to be anywhere from 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and my water is at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is great and best for betas. Now for filters, betas go up for air. If you see Sparkles, she's going to go up for air anytime now. But every couple seconds, betas will go up for air. So I would say a filter is better if you want to get it. Definitely go ahead and just go for it. But I don't have one in my beta tanks, just because betas don't necessarily need filters, but it's optional. And plus, Mormon wasp balls do their job, and plus if you clean them, you'll see all the debris that's stored in them, so they actually really do work. Now for water changes, betas need water changes every once a week if you don't have a filter, and every twice a week if you do have a filter. So Or you could just do it like once a month or whenever your water looks a little bit dirty. And what you have to do water changes for your betas because a lot of diseases can be with betas if you have dirty water or poor water quality. So it's better to clean your water every so often because ammonia can build up, and if you feel like your water is very bad and it's not good in shape, you can always go to your local pet store and ask for a water sample to test your water out. Or you could just buy your own little water tester
So
kit.
this is what a siphon looks like. Now, siphon is just basically a little air tubing with a pump and this little part, I don't know how to call it, but yeah, this is just what a siphon looks like, and you basically just put this in the water and shake it up a little bit, or you just pump it, and it really does work. And it just, you can go through your gravel, sand, or if you have a bare bottom tank, you just do it like that. It's very easy, and they come in many different sizes. Mine is just a small size, and it's pretty big compared to my hand. But there's like a medium, large. But this one's just by Top Fin, and this makes my life way more easier. So this is just what's with me. This is the Top Fin water conditioner, and any water conditioner will do. It doesn't have to say Betta water conditioner because that's just the exact same thing as regular water conditioner, honestly. But this one's just by Top Fin. It's a brand new one. I haven't even opened it yet. But you have to have water conditioner no matter what. Because if you put regular tap water from your faucet into your Betta's tank and put your fish in there, your fish will definitely die the second you put it in there because there is chlorine in that water, and Bettas can't live in
Also,
chlorine
if you're
water.
cleaning out your tank, rinse them out with warm water, and the same with new decorations or whatever plants. Rinse them with warm water and never wash them with soap because soap is deadly to fish. And that can lead to death. Actually, my friend has experience with that, and it wasn't funny at all. And also, you don't have to have this, but I highly, highly suggest having this. This is just the API aquarium salt. You can get this in a definitely smaller size, like this, half the size. But I just got the big one since I have a lot of fish. And this lasts you at least 10 years or even more than that, so it's definitely worth the price. Also, a lot of people ask me in the comments below, where do you get your fish from? I just get them from my local pets. Where I get my fish is either at Petco or PetSmart, and that includes both my guppies, albinos, and my bettas. I also have a mirror, so I'm going to be showing you guys what Sparkle looks like when she flares. And never, so yeah, as you can tell, she's flaring right now. But never let your betta flare for more than 5 minutes a week because this can stress your betta a lot. And this is also an exercise for bettas, so it's very enjoyable to see them flare because they go everywhere in the tank, and also you have to be careful. That's pretty much how to take care of your betta fish. If I left anything out, please comment it down below. I will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Also, if you learned something new today and you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and watch my other previous videos.